Hello, Pokemon trainers! Welcome back to another Pokemon Champions video here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked singles ladder in Pokemon Champions. Today I have basically an update of the Mega Scrafty team that I featured last. So I've also provided a team code for the team. And really the main change that I made to the team was updating Mega Scrafty to just be more offensive. Before I was running bulk as well as some speed investment, and the goal was to kind of, utilize the double intimidate from Mega Scrafty to tank hits better and then use like Drain Punch. But I just figured just going all out offensive, max attack with high jump kick instead of Drain Punch should be better, and I think I'm currently on a 3-game win streak with the team, so it's definitely been performing a lot better than before, and all of the Pokemon have carried their weight one way or another, so it's felt like a really good change to the team, just, again, making Scrafty just better. In case you don't know, just very, very quick, Scrafty has Intimidate. Mega Scrafty also has Intimidate, so something you can do is send out Scrafty, get the Intimidate, and then when you Mega Evolve, you Intimidate again. So you have double Intimidate to utilize throughout the course of the battle. Choice Scarf Staraptor hits really hard. Vileplume's there. It's a Pokemon I'm really trying to make work. It looks like it has all of the traits to be a solid Pokemon. Pretty good typing. That's pretty much the main reason to use it, but it does also have Strength Sap as a unique move. Life Orb Gholdengo. Mega Froslass is there to kind of help us against Mega Staraptor because Mega Scrafty's bad against Mega Staraptor, so Froslass can one-shot Staraptor with Frost Breath. Finally, we've got my lead Swampert build. Sorry, I'll just show it one more time here. There's the team code. There are the moves. And then here are the SPs. Let's see how this team does updated. First battle of the day, and my opponent's team looks pretty good. Scrafty actually does look pretty good here, although I do not love my matchup into Lopunny. I mean, it's like 50-50. Lopunny does have Scrappy. I almost said Scrafty, which does negate Intimidate, so that is actually a rough matchup for Scrafty. But Staraptor can just smash through their team with Brave Bird, aside from Archelodon. So I guess the question is, would I want to lead with Swampert? I do not have Ice Punch for Garchomp, so if I lead Swampert and they lead Garchomp, that could be a little bit of an annoying situation for us. If I lead Scrafty and they lead Lop, that's pretty bad for us. Especially if I bring Staraptor in the back, I wouldn't have I really would not have a great switch into Lop. Although Vileplume could be a decent switch. Actually, you know what? Vileplume seems solid here. Okay, I think I'm going to lead Scrafty and then bring Staraptor and Vileplume in the back. Staraptor's a solid lead, as I mentioned. I'm just worried that if they lead Arch, that could be pretty annoying, but we'll kind of see how this plays out. And Basculegion is a Pokemon that does typically give me trouble, but Scrafty's pretty good against Basculegion because I do resist Ghost, which is kind of the scariest factor about Basculegion, because if Basculegion's their last Pokemon and it has a Choice Scarf, with Last Respects, it can sometimes just sweep through teams. So luckily Scrafty can handle that. They lead Meganium. I do have Poison Jab, and I'm tempted to just go for it right off the bat. The question becomes, would we outspeed them? Otherwise, Vileplume is just a safe switch. I'm not here to play safe, y'all. If we're faster than them, and if they Mega, we should just one-shot them here. I don't know. I don't think it's common for Scrafty to run Poison Jab, so if they see Scrafty in front of them, it's possible they're not afraid of it, so they might just Mega, try to fire off the Dazzling Gleam, or Dazzling Gleam, right? That's the fairy move that Meganium gets, or does it get Moonblast? Now, if they happen to be faster than me, I'm just completely cooked. Mega Meganium is faster than Mega Scrafty, but typically they don't run speed investment. And I'm running max speed, although I am running in Adamant Nature, not Jolly. Moment of truth, everyone. Okay, well, luckily for me, they went Solar Beam. That scared me because I saw their name first. I think I survived this. Mega Scrafty does have decent bulk. Okay, I do survive that pretty nicely. However, the problem is, despite the fact that we one-shot them, we've taken so much damage. It was a critical hit. I do not think that mattered. I have 130 base attack and an Adamant Nature with a 4x super effective move, but if they do have Basket Legion in the back, this is going to be less good for us. So my opponent was faster than me, which I was worried about, but they chose Solar Beam. I think they predicted me to switch there, so they wanted to just use the move that would probably just do the most damage against a wider array of Pokemon on my team. Now they go Basque. Okay. Honestly, Basque is not that scary. I mean, it is. I might have to lose Scrafty now, though. I mean, we know they probably don't have Lopunny. Saving this is probably not the worst thing in the world. I guess I'll go into Vileplume now. If they do go Last Respects, which is pretty likely. I mean, they might also just go for a water move, given that I do resist Last Respects. And what I was going to say is they've only lost one member of their team, so Last Respects is not at its full power at this moment. If I lose Vileplume, though, that's not the worst thing in the world. They flip turn. We could Effect Spore them. We don't. Okay. If their last is Skeledirge, I'm not as worried because Staraptor can probably do a decent chunk to them. I don't know. If their last is Arch, that's probably the most annoying scenario, but let's see. It is Skeledirge. Okay. What do we do here? I actually don't have a good move to hit Skeledirge. Oh, well, Toxic. Do we survive a Torch Song? Let's start with the Toxic. I don't think there's any reason for me to switch. It would be nice to save Vileplume for Basque Legion, even though I don't think Vileplume's going to survive a Last Respects. But if we have the chance to Effect Spore Basque Legion, that could be effective. But here I'm just going to go ahead and Toxic. They go Yawn. Okay. Do we ever stay in with the Yawn? The fact that they're poisoned is pretty helpful, though. Do we just sack Vileplume at this point, effectively? Because if we go into Scrafty, they go Torch Song. They do good damage. They possibly knock us out. I would probably rather preserve Scrafty. So I'm just going to go ahead and stay in here. And I guess we'll go Sludge Bomb. They're both resisted. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. So we have the chance to poison them here. I don't know if that was the right play by my opponent. Like, I guess for what it's worth, had we gone Moonblast there, we would have done more damage to the Basque Legion, but I don't think that really matters. Oh, you know what? Actually, Last Respects, I actually think Last Respects does not make contact. So Last Respects actually has no chance to trigger Effect Spore, to my knowledge. So we're just sacking Vileplume here, like I said. Yeah, Last Respects. I think I might survive this, but oh, we survive it pretty well. If we happen to wake up here, we get to Strength Sap them, which is pretty good for us. We might even live that second Last Respects, which would be actually amazing. If we wake up here and Strength Sap, oh my, okay. Okay. Can't hope for it all, I suppose. But like I said, I think it just makes the most sense to sack Vileplume here. Then we can go into Scrafty. We can Intimidate Basque Legion. At that point, I would probably just click Crunch. Yeah. If we had waken up there, like, this battle would just be completely turned around. But it's okay. We're still in an okay position here. I'm pretty sure Staraptor knocks... Actually, if I go Staraptor now, I force a switch, assuming they're Choice Scarf, right? Isn't this just better? Because if we go into Scrafty, they're going to switch anyway, right? Oh, I don't know. I guess it's all the same. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, maybe I made a mistake doing this. I can't... At the moment, I can't really see too much of a difference between just going into Staraptor and going into Scrafty there. I do believe Double Brave Bird knocks them out. They have leftovers. They're at like 90 something. Huh. I actually don't want to risk it. Oh. Did I mess up? If I don't kill them here, this could be a pretty much of a nightmare scenario. Maybe I should have just gone Scrafty. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. I should be faster. Assuming they're Choice Scarf, I think I win. Because now they're forced to go, like, Wave Crash. If they just go Flip Turn, they're not going to be doing that much damage. My last two Pokemon cannot... Or, my last two Pokemon don't care about Last Respects. Like, Staraptor is literally immune to it, and Scrafty resists it. Although, like I said, I mean, Scrafty does probably die to a Last Respects at this point because of the fact that it's just so low on health. But I think I'm winning here. My plan here, they go into Basculin Legion, I go Scrafty, I get the Intimidate, and then I click Crunch. I'm sure they're going to kill me without taking any damage, but if they click Wave Crash, then they take some recoil, then I go into Staraptor, and I think Staraptor one-shots? It's not a true one-shot anymore, though, because they're at 80% health. I guess they could be smart here and just click, like, Flip Turn without... Okay, this is good for me, because they're going to take recoil. Okay, if we had survived, that would be even better, just because we get a little bit more recoil on them. I guess it's not really that much, but they are at -1, though we have taken some damage. But we're going to be faster if we don't knock them out. Let's see. I don't think it really changes anything. We're just going to see, just make sure that they are at -1 attack. And click Brave Bird. That's the only move we can click here. Everything else loses us the game. We are adamant, we are reckless, we are believers in Staraptor. Beautiful. Let's give Staraptor a hug. Everyone, hug your Staraptor today. It's an amazing Pokemon. GG's. Yeah, that was great. Pretty decently maneuvered. I mean, there were some awkwardness. There were some awkward situations. There was some awkwardness. But overall, I think that went pretty well. And we got to show off Vileplume too, which makes me really happy. So, let's run it right back. Second battle of the day. My opponent's team is actually pretty scary. Question number 1, Scrafty. Scrafty looks okay here. Good against Snorlax. Pretty good against Meow, unless they have Play Rough. Okay against Blaziken, although I don't want to take a high jump kick. However, Scrafty does not enjoy going up against Corviknight, and also absolutely does not enjoy going up against Gardevoir. Unless we can set up some Dragon Dances, then we can kill them with Poison Jab. But aside from that, Staraptor looks pretty good here. However, they have the Glimmora and the Corviknight, both of which can take Brave Birds. I also don't think I lead Swampert. Okay, if I lead Swampert and they lead Glimmora, then that's good for me. But if I lead Swampert and they lead Meow, which is pretty likely, that's bad. But I do think I want to bring Scrafty, right? Let's say I'm going to bring Scrafty. I do not like my matchup into Corv. So I need to bring something that can help me against Corv. And honestly, I think the best thing for that is going to be Gholdengo. But Gholdengo does not really like my match. Actually, Gholdengo is just not great in general. It is decent against Gardevoir, though. But against most of the rest of their team, it's actually not good. So I don't like leading with Staraptor here, but I ran out of time. I do think I wanted to bring those 3 Pokemon. I just don't think I wanted to bring them in that configuration. Honestly, Vileplume's kind of decent here. It's bad against Blaziken. Pretty bad against Corviknight, but aside from that, it's like, okay. Yeah, they do lead Glimmora. I can't U-turn here. Close combat doesn't really do what I want, so I think we have to just go right into Gholdengo here. If they have a ground type move, that's pretty bad. I think I'm just gonna click Shadow Ball. Okay, that's pretty good. We resist that. Sadly, I'm not faster though. This could actually be really, really bad. I mean, they're probably Sash. They're probably... Are they going to kill me here? What do I do? I just feel like Make It Rain... Like, they're just going to survive it because of Sash. Yeah. Oh, okay. They're just kind of scouting then. In that case, maybe I Make It Rain, predicting possibly a switch. Spiky Shield is not pretty common on non-Mega Glimmora. They have Earth Power. Okay. Okay, so now... We just have to hope the power of Scrafty and Staraptor is enough to finish the game. Scrafty does resist their Rock Stab. This is kind of a weird Glimmora build. I'm just gonna Dragon Dance now. And I mean Mega. I'm gonna Mega now. I'm gonna Dragon Dance predicting a possible Spiky Shield. We actually have to be really careful with that Spiky Shield, given that if we high Jump Kick, then we're going to take a massive amount of damage. They just Sludge Wave. Okay. This is just like offensive Glimmora. Luckily, they don't get the poison. I think I'm going to crunch here. It's possible they go Spiky Shield, but they might also be afraid that I would Dragon Dance, but I don't think this is going to do that much damage, and then they're probably just going to kill me. Yeah, it's so close. I mean, of course, I would have loved to have clicked high Jump Kick there, but if they Spiky Shield, that's a disaster. If they have Focus Sash, that's also... It kind of effectively does the same thing. I mean, for whatever it's worth... I mean, you know what? Here's the funny thing. And this is probably not going to work out the way I want it to, but it is possible that if they... do not have Corviknight in the back, we might be able to sweep them. They have not used their Mega. Hopefully they just go like, they go Meowscarada right now. And then, I mean, they'd be faster than me. I guess they could hit Triple Axle. Okay, Snorlax. I mean, Snorlax probably survives a hit from us. Unless it has no defense investment. Let's see. But if they survive, we're probably dead. Ah, yeah, that's like probably max HP, max defense. Into Yawn. Pretty annoying. I mean, at that point, so we click Brave Bird. If we do not knock them out here, they're probably going to like rest or something like that. At which point I will just concede. Ah, so close. I mean, obviously that's not good because even if we had knocked them out... Oh, they have counter. Come on, who runs that? If we had knocked them out, I mean, we would be asleep, so whatever they go into would be able to pretty easily deal with Staraptor, so it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Alright, let's do one more here. My opponent has Arch. They have a bit of a rain team going on here, which we do not love to see. If we expect them to lead Pelipper, Gholdengo could be a good lead. Vileplume... Vileplume is good against Chestnut. I don't think it's great against Mawile, though, because they probably have an Ice move. If they don't have an Ice move, then it's decent against Mawile. It's okay against Swampert, because they could hit me with a strong neutral Earthquake. Do I ever just bring Froslass instead of Scrafty here? I mean, Scrafty's okay. It's really not that bad. Froslass, the best thing it does is shuts off rain, and it honestly hits their team pretty decently hard. I'll bring Froslass here. We'll kind of see how it looks. Staraptor is great, but also they have two steel types, so the Brave Bird and Double Edge game plan doesn't work. Actually, I would love to bring it, but I'm not sure I will. We're bringing Froslass. I guess I'll bring Vile. And then the question is, do I bring Gholdengo. The thing about Gholdengo is... Let's try it. Dude, come on. All right. We're leading Gholdengo. I guess, yeah. We wanted to bring Froslass. I mean, Scrafty's okay, but it's also... I mean, it's okay. It's okay against their team. I was literally just about to say, I really don't want to see that Mawile. And I never thought I'd hear myself say this. I really wish I had Vileplume. I think I can pretty freely go into Scrafty, though. Of course, they're going to have, like, Play Rough, but they're not going to go for it in the face of Gholdengo, I don't think. If anything, they're maybe going to click Sucker Punch. We'll see. Hopefully they just click Sucker Punch. And then into the presumed Play Rough, I might just go into... I don't even know at that point. Knock off, sure. Yeah, that does nothing. Because we 4 times resist it, and because we have a Mega Stone. Now it's pretty likely they click Play Rough, and I think I just... I mean, I'm probably faster than them, but if I click High Jump Kick, they probably survive. They take a good chunk of damage, and then they just one-shot me with Play Rough. I'm just going to do it, though. Like, as far as momentum, I think that's like a decent momentum play. I don't know. At least we get their Mega right away. But we get another Intimidate. I don't think that matters. As long as they connect Play Rough, I think it one-shots me. So we're just doing this to get damage on them. They take it pretty well. Please miss the Play Rough. I don't think I survived this. Yeah, it's 4 times super effective, and they have huge power. They are at -2 attack, though. And we do know now that it appears that their means of hitting Gholdengo is knockoff instead of Sucker Punch, so that's pretty good to know. And they just don't have a good switch into Shadow Ball. However, I do believe this is going to be Chestnut, isn't it? Chestnut has Bulletproof, which, yeah, it's immune to Shadow Ball. Yeah, I should have figured that, but it's okay. I think I just click Make It Rain. We'll see. Their stab moves don't do anything to us. Wow, really? That's great. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, the Pokemon I'm probably most worried about from their team is going to be Arch. Although Arch doesn't really have a good way to hit Gholdengo, right? If they don't have Sucker Punch on Mawile, we're in a pretty decent position. If they go back into Mawile, I think I just Make It Rain again. I think it'll kill. They're pretty low. It's Stab. I have Life Orb. I know I'm at -2. If we kill them, this is perfect. Barely, but we get there. Yikes. Okay. That was scary. Now, who could their last be? If it's Skeledirge, I think Unaware ignores my drops. Is that right? I think Unaware ignores my special attack drops, which means I think this is going to hit at full power. Oh my god, it does. That's the big downside to Unaware. Typically, Unaware is like really, really powerful, but it does work against you sometimes, in that case. Beautiful. Yeah, because Unaware, I think, just ignores your opponent's stat changes, period. Wow. So we just swept them with Gholdengo, and I'll be honest, that did not look like a great start for us, but... You know, we assessed the situation with Scrafty there. We recognized that. I mean, I wanted to preserve Scrafty because it looked pretty good against their team in general. But I just recognized that, like, I had to do something against that Mawile. Otherwise, you know, my momentum was going to be really, really rough. Mawile is a terrifying threat. But it also is somewhat frail. It does have Intimidate on the front end, but... Sorry, I'm trying to load the team. But once you've Mega Evolved, its HP stat is not really good. I think its defense is probably decent. Its special defense is probably like okay, but its HP is just like not great. So you cannot take repeated hits from or with Mawile. So there's the team once again. And I mean, honestly, I just simply changed the Scrafty EVs And that seems to have really made the team so much better. So that's why I felt comfortable giving a team code for the team now. Last time when I showed this team, I didn't put a team code because I was just kind of trying things out. I was just kind of trying to see how it works and everything like that. But I do feel a lot more confident with this team now. So please leave a like and please subscribe for more Pokemon Champions content, for more Champions singles content, of course. That is not very common on the internet these days. And shout out to all the other people doing Champions singles content. You're all amazing, just like me. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But I mean, there's like, for every one singles content creator, there's probably like 15 VGC content creators. No shade to them, but you know, it's just extremely common that people play VGC. So it's nice to see some singles content and nice to see some love for it. So thank you so much for all the support, all the views, and all the comments, and just being here, like just watching the content, but also engaging with it. And not even from like a YouTube perspective, but just as like a person perspective. Like it's fun for me to make these videos and to see that people show interest in it. Like that's really fun. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know how good you think Mega Scrafty is. What tier would you put it in if you were making a tier list? Have a great day.